Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and if you think I am like too chipper today, it's just because I'm so excited to be back and filming for you guys. I noticed kind of recently in all of my Dear David videos, this really is like a coincidence, I wear like the same color of blue, and I don't know why I do it. Maybe it's just the color I wear when I'm like pondering over the mysteries of Dear David. So I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. Long story really short, came to LA to get some stuff done, get my hair touched up, get my eyelashes done again, prep for New York Fashion Week, which I leave for in like a few hours. But I didn't want to upload a video before I uploaded this video because I've had so many requests for it, because you guys love these and I didn't want you to be disappointed and not watch whatever I put up next because you were waiting on this. When I said that on Twitter, a lot of you guys were like, Lo, like we'll watch anything you put out, we love you. But I also, you know, I feel a lot of like obligation and responsibility to you guys, and I never want to disappoint you ever, like ever. And I knew that you wanted this video. Really quickly, I want to re-emphasize, I know a lot of my viewers are younger, and I get questions a lot when I live stream, whenever I upload other videos. When is the next Dear David coming out? When is the next Dear David update? Like this and this and this and this. And I just want to quickly like reiterate that I have no control over this story. It's not my story to write. Adam Ellis is writing this story or going through it, depending on how you look at this. I can only update you when there are actual updates, of course. So there were a few small ones, and I was like not enough to make a whole video, but now there are enough small details that I feel comfortable and confident saying, okay, this is enough to sit down and talk to you guys for like a while about Dear David. First and foremost, I want to talk about the video. I'm going to Adam's Twitter really quickly. You guys like my new phone. I got a bit of an upgrade. I still had my other one too, but I got a bit of an upgrade, and it's like a literal tablet. I really love it. So let's talk about the video. This was posted on January the 28th at 12:17 in the morning, my time, which is California time, of course. So what is that, East Coast time, like 3:17 in the morning? And the video is just his cat, and I think this one is Maxwell, the one with 3 legs. I think it's Maxwell, he's so cute. But it's just the cat crying at seemingly nothing. He cries at something in front of him, he turns around and cries in the direction of the camera's on the floor. There is no context. I have chills even thinking about this. There's no context, there's no like, look at this thing my cat did, you know what I mean? There's no like Dear David update. And keep in mind, that's all that Adam's Twitter has been used for in months and months and months and months. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video right now. So that was all that was posted. No updates, no nothing, just that. I was gonna say, I don't think he posted anything on Instagram, but he did, just like his normal, you know, comics and whatnot. And frankly, I haven't been looking to Instagram as part of the story because I think that it's very obviously separated. I think he uses his Instagram as a way to share his comics, and he uses Twitter for Dear David. But then there was a bit of an overlap that I'll talk about. The very next tweet, however, if we're going in chronological order, the next thing that happened was the next tweet. And this was 4 days ago, so that was what, February 2nd? And it was just, everything is fine, all lowercase. And something I noticed, and you guys can think like you are looking into this way too much, but he's not giving us much to go off of, and I want to share every one of my theories for this update. There are 2 spaces between everything is, so everything is 2 spaces fine. Adam is an author. He's never typed in all lowercase. He's never like made any kind of typing errors from what I can personally see. And it seemed like a strange thing to follow that video up with. Everything is Fine was posted at 11:07 p.m. LA time. So again, like 2 something in the morning for him. So I wrote back, okay, David, and I'm really shook because my tweet got like 1,500 likes. That's literally, I think, more than any of my tweets have ever gotten, and I'm honestly kind of depressed. No, I obviously thought at this point that the cat was acting really strange in that video. There was no like update on what's going on, what's furthering the story, whatever. There's just everything is fine and it's not typed the way he normally types. So my immediate thought is David has finally taken over. These like updates up until now were David getting closer and closer into Adam's body and David has taken over. Either that, or maybe he's really gone crazy. Maybe he's so used to all of us, like whatever, Adam, you know what I mean? Like making jokes out of it, like brushing it aside, that he's just like, everything is fine. Like maybe he's finally shut down, you know what I mean? I think that there are two very obvious outcomes there, or two very obvious like ways that this could go in. And I see both of them being pretty probable, but the one that I think more so is that David has finally taken over Adam's body. David is in control. So everything is fine. There was then a comic posted, and when was this posted? It was 2 days ago. This is on his Instagram, which is Adam Tots, and it says, fun cat activities, have a tuna snack, chirp at a bug, commune with the shadow creature who lives in the downstairs kitchen, then take a nap. Very clearly, his humor is his humor. I don't want to read too terribly into it. Just an odd coincidence that I think the same cat in that is the cat that was like meowing at nothing, you know what I mean? Again, I think it's Maxwell. I'm not terribly sure. I don't want to disrespect his cats like that. So I just think it's really interesting communing with a creature that lives downstairs in the kitchen. Very clearly, these are his cats from his real life. Like that seems like an odd poke at what seems to be a reality. You get what I mean? Especially since his cat was talking at nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like meowing at nothing, very talkative with nothing. And I gotta tell you guys, I know that everyone has their theories, but it is interesting how scared that cat looked. When he turned around and kind of faced in the direction of the camera, he was looking at something and he looked terrified. So weird tidbit there. But then the next string of tweets came in, and this was about 23 hours ago at the time of my filming this. And it was just a strange update. Again, not Dear David, but he never updates about his personal life on Twitter, and he like never updates about it anymore. Unless it's a Dear David update, like, you know, mixed in. Some of you already know this, but I thought I should make a short update on Twitter about it. A little over a month ago, I made the difficult decision to leave my full-time job after 4 years with the company, which is BuzzFeed, and I think it's kind of weird he's not naming them on Twitter. It wasn't an easy choice, but it just became too difficult to focus on everything, and I decided it was time to turn my attention towards personal projects. Can't talk today. I'm nervous about what the future holds, but I feel good. I know big things are coming. There are two spaces again between feel and good. I feel space, good. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. And again, if you think that's reaching, he mentioned leaving BuzzFeed on Instagram itself, you know what I mean? Adam has a Patreon and stuff where his fans of his work can support him. Since he's an influencer in a very large way, just interesting how he said on Instagram he left BuzzFeed, but on Twitter, he left the company he was working for. So I think that can really strongly kind of point in the direction of this is a story. He's a character, but it's mirroring his real life, you know what I mean? But again, I don't want to debunk the Dear David story. I just like following it. This is from Matt E Direction on Twitter, who sent me the like comic in the first place and just said, you've probably seen this, but just in case. And I said, thank you so much. Out of curiosity, I'm about to film it. I just want to talk about it. Do you think it means anything? I think it's interesting that the first comic back since that weird I'm fine stuff in video. And he said, oh my God, I can't believe you messaged me. I was freaking out a little bit. I thought the I'm fine thing was sketchy, and now I'm sure it's not a BuzzFeed thing since he quit. Also, I think he's trying to bring it more towards Instagram now. Like later that day was when he tweeted about leaving his job. So I thought that was an interesting parallel, you know what I mean? And that's really interesting. A lot of you guys have told me that you think the opposite of what I think, which is that maybe Adam has really lost it. Maybe like everyone brushing this off all of the time has driven him to the point of borderline insanity where he doesn't even feel like talking about it anymore. Maybe it's just like so commonplace. I mean, you know how like these updates have been getting more and more shocking, but like less and less shocked on his part. Maybe it really is like that, where he's just like, no one's gonna react, no one's gonna listen to me, this is just normal now. Like, I can imagine after, I've got chills even thinking about it, but I can imagine after months and months and months of being tormented by the ghost of a little boy, you would be a little shaken up, you would be a little desensitized. And again, I keep talking about doing the video where I go back to the beginning and I read it from the very beginning, but it's just so eerie how the tone of this story has changed so much, from like the spirit of a little boy, him investigating, him trying to figure out who the boy was basically, from him sharing the story with us to him seeming so down and defeated. And you know, it feels really different now. In these last couple of updates, I'm really excited but also nervous to see what comes next, because I don't think it could possibly be leading to something good. I'm definitely worried, and this entire update is pretty creepy, and I just wanted to present it out there for you guys. Very small updates now. We haven't had anything major, and I don't think we'll get anything major for a little while longer. So what do you guys think? Do you think he's gone crazy? Do you think he's over it? Do you think David's really taken over? Weird how he's typing in a different way. That's the only thing that I'll say. If it's like, you know, he's exhausted, he doesn't even want to talk about David anymore, it's just like whatever now. He's typing really weird and not like himself. And that really is what makes me lean more towards David has taken over. And it is interesting, if that was the point all along. David, I think in the beginning, it was like if you ask him a third question, he'll kill you or something like that, right? But I don't think he wants to kill Adam. I think he just wants Adam's body so that he can move around and be a vessel and have a vessel rather, sorry, be a vessel, I'm tired. Just really, really, really bizarre stuff. And I'm excited to go back and reread the whole story up until this point. It's just been, obviously, I keep talking about doing that video, it's just been a lot on my plate recently. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I don't like to go very long without uploading, but I've just been really overwhelmed, had a lot going on. And I wanted to make sure this was my first video back since you guys have been so patiently awaiting for it. I love you guys very, very much. I don't think Adam is fine. Let me know your thoughts though. This is probably a shorter update, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. I love you guys. Oh my God, before I go, if you are in the Los Angeles area, I wanted to bring to your attention something not sponsored, anything like that. My friend told me about this. He goes to Zoe Church here in LA, and he told me about a night to shine, which is a night at Zoe Church. Specifically, it's like a prom for special needs children. So if you are someone who qualifies, if you know someone who qualifies, I'm gonna link a little bit of info down below so you guys can go and check it out. Again, nothing in the world could possibly sponsor that. It's just something that I thought was really interesting and beautiful, and I wanted to share a little bit about it. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.